Gemini, this is going to be your September 2019 reading. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you for stopping back again to say hello. Before we start, I just wanted to recommend some other channels quickly. I mentioned the Leo King. He's been around for a while. If you are into some high energy hijinks, he's got them. Also, if you just want an adorable, sweet reader who seems to have a really nice connection with her audience. I mean, it seems like she does. I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's being mean to them. The Rosie Tarot, I think that's her. She seems to have a really nice channel. And if you guys want to go and check these two channels out, I hope you go over and have a nice experience. Also, quickly, in September, on the 23rd, there will be the September equinox, and on the 29th, there will be a conjunction of the moon and Mercury. So, Gemini, let's get started for you. The readings in September have been so much lighter than in the last couple of months. Thank goodness. Oh, too many. And I'm glad because I think that one might come out. Because the readings have been really heavy, and I have to read what's in front of me, and sometimes it's not great. Yes, no, nope. So I'm glad to see that everything's lightening up a little bit. And in terms of what my channel is, I'm a transition reader. The people that come here usually are in transition, almost always. So that's what I specialize in. All right, Gemini, my dears. Lots of choices. But the choices that are in front of you may not be real choices. So some of you, and this reading may be for some younger Geminis, some of you may be partying a lot. Semesters may have just started. And so you may just be like, oh my God, school just started and there are so many classes, so many choices, so many guys, so many girls, so many, whatever you're into. We don't judge here. And you're like, wow, you may have just started a new job, and you may just be like, there's so many choices. What do I do? But you really are not at this new place, or you really may not be in this new setting for that. For instance, if you're in college, you're really not, you think, oh my God, there are all these new, I can date, I can do whatever. But it's not really like the other people that are around you, they may not be as interested in starting new relationships because they're really there to study. Or they may not be thinking like you are. They may not be thinking, oh my God, let me party like it's 1999 because, they just signed up for $250,000 in debt. So they're just like, meh. Just as an example. So, just something to think about. So you may want to just kind of slow your pace. And this will put you in a really nice light with people, you know, focus more on just growing your garden, as it were, and getting back to the goals that you came in with. Your very first goal. You know, if you're in college, are you there to be an engineer, psychologist, underwater basket weaving, like whatever your deal is, go back to the root of that. If you are starting a business, go back to that and try not to get overwhelmed with all these other decisions that you think you need to be focused on. Just set the most basic things up for yourself. If this is a relationship, same thing. This is a sort of holiday season, at least here in the US. So you may be thinking, if it's a new relationship, you may be like, this is amazing. I am going to meet friends. I'm going to meet family. We are going to have holidays. We are going to celebrate. Slow down. Don't worry about that right now. Just worry about hanging out with this person, having a nice time, you know, doing your thing, looking nice, doing what you do. If it is an established relationship, something similar, although it reads a little different if it's an established relationship. What you should be doing is just worrying about going slow right now, because there is the potential to go too quickly and run into a little bit of a problem somewhere in September. You should just be, the theme is the same. Take it easy and go slow. Focus on yourself and keep everything simple. So the theme in the reading for Gemini is keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it simple, simple dimple for you guys. Simple, simple. Going a little bit further into September, there's a little bit of a, let's look in, you run into a little bit, I call them little hiccups. They're annoying, they don't go away. For a little bit, they do, but they come up and they just sort of slap you in the middle of things. You can't get rid of them too easily. You know, you have to deal with them for a little bit. Oh, guys, this comes up, this has been coming up in every reading where there's like king and king energy, queen and queen energy. There is a situation for Gemini that pops up maybe in the middle of September, and you actually have to consider if you are going to cut this situation off or let it continue. Oh, excuse me, because a whole bunch of cards just popped out. And it's like a whole separate little side reading. I don't know if that's, I don't think you guys can see that, so let me see if I can, boop. Can I actually get that up into frame? Let's see what we can do. It's now a whole separate reading. What happens with this situation? Well, for one thing, something, this could be a family situation, this could have to do with money, and there's, you know, it's Taurus energy, Leo energy, Aquarius energy, excuse me, and this could have to do with your family talking to you about some financial burden. So again, this could be for college students. There could be a threat of cutting you off if you don't act right. This keeps coming up for some reason in the collective, this keeps coming up, where we have people, we have masculine energy acting back and forth. It's masculine energy that is behaving in a Jekyll and Hyde kind of way. Okay. So, here's what we're looking at. Somewhere at the end of the month, Gemini, you run into a situation. Now, this applies everywhere. You run into a situation where somebody is threatening to cut you off financially. This could be because you are overspending. You may be trying to... Now, this could come from several places. You could be a young college student. You're spending too much money because you were given a lot of money in your account all at once, maybe for books, maybe for expenses, and you are just going ham. And somebody in the family is like, learn how to control your spending fast, or you're going to be cut off. If you are in a relationship, this could be the person who funnels the majority of the money into the household telling you, I can see the way you're spending your money and it's not happening. But more specifically, they can see that you are lending money to someone in the family who they don't like. So you may be a mother who has a child, maybe a child from a first marriage, or maybe you have a family member who maybe isn't on the up and up, and you're trying to be generous. So from your point of view, you're thinking, oh my God, this person is burdened, and I want to be really nice. The problem is this person has known about it for a while, and they were just kind of watching you. They were giving you enough rope, you know what I mean? And they're like, cut it off, because their impression is that you almost like being the martyr here. So they're very upset. They're not digging it. So that's the problem here. See these two cards together? These two cards together. Nope. No mas. They're like, they're like, you like this. You like this train. They come to you, they cry boo-hoo, you send the money out the door, and you guys like this negative cycle. So I'm not paying to watch you two do the dance anymore. Get it straight. And they don't care what excuse you give about it. It's not happening. And so you kind of think that the behavior is this person being mean. I don't know, Gemini. I don't know. I don't know that I would get on this person's case too much about it. I don't think I would do that. I do not think I would confront this person who's handing the money out, because they are, they're very upset. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of cards. Great. Oh, let's see, guys. We've got the World again. I mean, this reading really talks about family. There's a significant other in here, but not if, I think if you came here for a reading about what to do about a significant other, it's more about, this is not going to be a reading for you in that way, because this is really about people who have established relationships and what the dynamic is there. I think if you have a relationship where you're looking for something about an ex, or, you know, how that's going to pan out. I don't think this is the reading for you. And I have to be honest with you guys, because I know some people are looking for very specific things in a reading, and this just isn't, it's not that reading for you this month, guys. Although, there's something that came up here, and now it's here. So just word of warning, Geminis. If you are blowing this money, if you were young and you were blowing this money on a person who you were being intimate with to impress them, because it's come up to where I can see it. Guys, I can see it. Hold on. Before I tell you no. Now I can tell you no. Before you do that, don't do it. If you are a young person and you are blowing your money or your paycheck or whatever you're doing on this person because you are like, oh my God, they are the most beautiful, and when we go behind closed doors, it is like the most of the most thing, and like I cannot, don't do that anymore. Take them on free dates. Take them to like the cheapest thing you can take them to, and watch how that goes. I'm not going to tell you how I think it could. Just do that. Look for a sign. Wait. This has come up in many readings this month. And meditation brings answers. I know no one cares about meditation brings answers. Because I know people, but look for a sign. You guys will dig all over that one. So look for a sign. To my young people, look for a sign. Take the advice I just gave you. Start taking that girl or guy out for cheap dates, and watch how fast you get that sign. For my family people, look for a sign. You know, I don't ever encourage people to bother people's privacy, but actually look at the person you're giving money to. From now on, if you have to give money to someone, you absolutely cannot stop yourself. Physically get in front of the